Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Cloudy Weymouth. It's very sticky, and today is Saturday. For some reason, I said yesterday was Saturday. As you can see, I'm round at the big garden, and today I've had to come. I came round here at 6 o'clock this morning and watered before it got too hot. But today I'm going to pick all of my peas. I haven't watered them so that they'd all dry out and grow nice and big, and they are nice, big and fat. Again, I still haven't got my tripod stand fixed. I'm just waiting on this part coming, but I'm gonna pull all them out. I'm not gonna pull them all out. I'm gonna cut them all down because I want to leave the roots in because of the nitrogen nodes. And I've got that nice big tomato plant there growing. I've got a cucumber plant there growing, and I've got that tomato plant there growing, so they will all grow up here. And I'm going to show you how many peas I've got at the end of it, and this time I'm keeping them. The potatoes and the tayberries that I picked yesterday, I still didn't get to keep. So, right, let's get on it, see what I get to keep for myself. Right, there we go, all gone. All gone. I haven't got half as many peas as I got last year. I have been picking them. I have been giving them away. I've still got quite a lot in there. I've got some nice dry ones that I will save for next year. If you remember rightly, I normally grow them along here as well. Do you remember that post there fell down because it broke? So I'm normally growing them all across here as well. But I've got some more down at the allotment, so not to worry. Not to worry. Right, next step. We've got, now I can get in and see, we've got 2 tomato plants growing here. We've got one there. We've got that cucumber growing there. We've got one there and one there. We've got lots of caterpillars in here, so they'll be going outside on the compost bin. My goodness. Right. There's one there. One there. One there. And there was another one. Oh, there's another one in the corner. There. Oh, and another one. There. And another one there. Blimey. They'll be all going on the compost bin. Dead or alive, we'll see. Right, so now I'm going to get, it's getting blooming hot in here. Now I'm going to get some canes. I might just use these that I used as separators. And push that in like that. And then, sorry, you're not staying there, mate. And then I'll tie that there. Now it's getting a bit of light. They'll start growing. That's what I'll do. Right, I don't pull my beans out. I leave them, the roots in, because, as you can see, they have nitrogen nodes on them. You see them? Now, here's me pretending that I know everything. Last year, I thought it was clubroot. I think it was Ronald Shaw, plus a few other people that told me they're nitrogen nodes, but I've never pulled them out. I've always cut them off. But it was only last year that I happened to start pulling them out, and I thought, no, I've got club rot. Silly me. Right, let's get on with this. Right, they're all tied up. I've given them a really good water and a feed. And here, I've got a peanut growing from last year. Well, it must have been from last year because I haven't planted one. So, right, when I say I give them a feed, a liquid feed, I never buy feed. Let me just, get down here. What I do is all what I call dirty weeds, like ivy, brambles, bindweed. Sometimes just normal weeds. I shove it all in there, and boy, does it smell. Give it a mix up. And that is what I feed all of my plants with, all of my veggies. I'm not going to breathe up my nose. I'm trying not to. And that seems to work. So, oh my God, I breathed up my nose. Sorry. Oh, that stinks. Oh, the worse it stinks, the better it is. Right, what's next? Terry, look, I haven't actually got a flower out yet, but I've got lots and lots of buds all ready to flower. So they should be out in the next couple of days. This, to me, smells gorgeous. Jasmine. It smells absolutely wonderful. Look at now to how it was before, when I thought it had died. It doesn't normally die back like that in winter. This one doesn't anyway. It normally just, it's normally still got its leaves, green. But I think, yeah, last year we had quite a dry winter, and the roots don't just go into that there, they go, you know, right underneath. So I just made that into a raised bed. Yeah, and I just don't think it had enough water. So I shall have to water it in winter and it'll stay green. Tell a lie, I've got a flower. It's a bit dirty now, but I have got a flower. These are the ones that I took, the cuttings that I took, and I just stuck them in the ground. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I shall repot them today. Every single one of them's growing. So I shall cut the top off there. That looks like it's grown a bit, so I'll cut it off there. Cut that off and repot them. Let's get on with that then. Okay, Jason and Colleen, I've got the opposite to what you had. When you dug them potatoes up and there was no tops to them, well, guess what? These are growing and there's no roots to them. It's just stick. I can't understand. Honestly, there's no roots on them whatsoever. Right, I've potted them up. I'm just going to leave them there. Obviously, when I water all this, then they will get watered as well. Right, here is my melon. Remember? It was only sort of tiny like that, and it started to grow. It was growing that way. So I've just gently pulled it round so it'll go this way. I'm thinking now, because I've planted it there, that I'm going to take it along here and along there, because this front bit, oh, excuse me, except for that peanut, along here will be all empty. And if it's growing lovely melons on it, lots of them, and they are growing properly, then I might train it out of the door. If it's not, If it's only growing a couple and they're small, not growing very well, I will probably stop it growing. Maybe there. We'll see as it goes on. We'll see. Right. Why I planted them there, I don't know. I think I just bunged them in. But these peppers, they're not very big, but they're supposed to grow ginormous. And I've got some on. Look. Welcome to the world, little one. I hope you're going to grow nice and big for me. Wow. I am so excited about that. So excited. Right, I've decided now. I have decided. I'm going to weed this. There's the beans that I planted because I didn't know if I was going to get any. Bit of spare land going free at the moment. As some of you know, I'm going to have trees all the way down here eventually. Sorry if I keep slobbing my feet. So I'm going to weed this. See how I get on. Well, I've got to weed all this bit here. I have got to. I have weeded all this bit here. I've got all that bit there to go. It's rained, but it hasn't rained that much that it's wet the ground. I think it wet the ground and then just dried straight back up again. And now the sun's come out. So I am going to carry on with that weeding. I'm going to have to go home shortly to go and take Boris out. So I'm just going to take you around the rest of the garden. There's got to be slugs in there somewhere. So I've really got to clean all the outside leaves off of them, so at least I can see the hearts forming. There is one heart forming there. Savoy cabbage, look. I think I've only ever grown one before. I've got lots of little pods on that. Oh, come on. Broccoli there, so I'm going to pick some of them off. I don't know how big they need to be, but a couple of them are big. So at least if I get a couple, then I don't mind. My potatoes have collapsed at this side. These are going to be ready for picking soon. They are. My courgettes. Let's go and have a look at them. That one's taking its time. This one has got a few courgettes on it, but we haven't got a male flower to pollinate them with. I keep saying fertilise. So I'm going to take these two off. Oh, these two are growing as one. Come on. There we go. Take them off because they're rotting anyway. So they need the male flower to pollinate them. There's a male flower coming. There. Hopefully that one's full of ants, look. God, I hate ants. Hopefully if that comes out in the next couple of days, I might be able to catch that one and pollinate it myself. Oh. Oh, this is nice, isn't it? They're supposed to weed this, but never mind. Onions from sets, onions from seeds. Never grown onions from seeds. Never grown them before. Right, my tomatoes down here. I went round them yesterday. I pulled out, there was one down there that was growing quite a few on its own from maybe a tomato that fell last year. So it's grown that one. I've tied all these up again and got the armpit stalks out of them. Colleen, is it armpit stalk, I think. That's from out of that one. This was the pot that was growing quite a few in there. So like I said, I've replanted one there and one down there. I have tomatoes coming on my plant. Yay. That's my cucumber. That looks really awesome. It looks healthy. I've cut some of the bottom leaves off as well, just to give them more of a chance. And look at this. It all seems to be the acron that are growing. I love that bush. Look at the flowers. My fuchsia. I wish they turned upwards like that and not hung down. They look much nicer. And this needs weeding as well. This end I disturbed because I had to take that post out that was here. And look, because I've disturbed the compost. Look at all them weeds growing there, and there's hardly any growing there. So, no dig. I got some whopping beans on here. Look at them. Wow. It's a shame I don't like them. So I shall have to pick them soon. Do another picking. I've already taken one lot round for him. They're beauties. Never grown these before either. Did try round at the allotment, but as you know, they got eaten by the slugs. Right, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to carry on weeding for a little bit. But from the big garden, I'm going to wish you all a goodbye. Bye-bye.